Hey guys, and welcome to another channel update, general content update, and a news video, I guess, for the channel. So I've not done one of these in quite a while. It's been at least a month or two, and there's a few things I want to kind of catch you up on, give you some heads up on and such, and also give out just some huge thank yous. So we're going to start with the general status of the channel, and so we have Mad Science series going, we have supporter series going, we have, the normal, the workshop, mod spotlights. Once Mad Science ends, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. The reason I'm bringing this up is because it's going to end before the supporter series, because just due to the speed of things. I am looking into adding some other games to the channel. We were doing forts and what's the other one? Colony Survival and stuff. We're kind of done with Colony Survival, at least for quite a while, until it gets a lot more updates and content and polish. Forts, I would like to keep playing, but both time for Will and I is limited. So I'm not sure about that, but I know that Kingdoms and Castles, I did a bit on that previously on the channel. I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, and it's had quite a few updates since then, and I think just went to Steam and GOG and stuff very recently. So I may pick that up again as a series, because I had a lot of fun with that, and then I kind of just got distracted with Factorio and didn't have time to do any more. I definitely didn't get bored of it or anything. I really would like to pick that up again. I mean, I could do solo forts, play again, in public games. I'm not sure how interesting that would be though. So, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I know there's probably going to be some people who suggest RimWorld or something, because that's suggested as a non-Factorio game in pretty much every one of these videos, and unfortunately I'm not going to do that. RimWorld is just not my type of game. I just don't really like the style, to be honest. It's just a personal preference thing. But anyway, that's kind of the status there. And for supporters, little thing on that, supporters is moving along pretty nicely. I've been doing a lot of off-camera work, so the episodes have gone down to only 2 or 3 a week, but I get quite a bit done between episodes, and you guys seem to be liking the progress it's making, and I'm very excited. We keep getting closer and closer to turning it on, which is going to be super awesome. So there's that, and I think that pretty much covers it in terms of series. Mad Science is going good. You guys are enjoying that and stuff, and we're making good progress. In terms of the channel itself, that kind of was what I just said. In terms of statistics, I guess, or analytics, first off, I would like to give just a truly, from the bottom of my heart, massive thank you to all my patrons. Honestly, and this is completely non-exaggerated. Honestly, if it were not for my patrons, I could not be doing this right now. For anything more than a very low time-consuming hobby, essentially, because of the absolutely mind-blowing. Every time I think of my Patreon and everyone on there, I just have to pause for a second and actually re-comprehend how much support you guys are giving me, and I just cannot express how thankful I am for that, guys. Because of the Patreon and all your support on there, I'm able to spend a lot more time doing videos and less time actually working a quote-unquote normal job, whereas if it were, weren't for your support there, I would have to be working a lot more at a normal job and be spending way less time doing YouTube, because I do get money from ad revenue, but it is declining constantly. Some of it is due to views. It actually went up quite high there for a while after 15 came out. For about a month after 15 was out, it actually was doing really, really well. I was very, very pleased. Then the hype with 15 kind of went away and the views declined, which is natural. But then on top of that, all the issues with the YouTube, advertisers and stuff and things, and it's gone way back down to the point where, again, like I said, without Patreon, I would not be able to do this the way I'm doing it now. So I just, truly, guys, I want to thank you so very much for your support. I can't even begin to truly express how thankful I am. It's absolutely amazing. And also, of course, thank you to everyone who watches and all just the subs and stuff, because, if no one watched, I mean, I'd do it as a hobby, maybe, because I enjoy doing it. But you know, it still wouldn't be nearly as significant. And it really is, it's really impactful. It's really made a big change in my life, to be honest. So I did want to just, you know, put that out there. And is another huge thing, which I kind of just realized yesterday, because Will and I were talking about some insane idea about continuing the Mad Science series with like basing it off my lifetime channel view minutes, not just on the series, but the lifetime view minutes on the channel. And that got me looking at the overall views on the channel, which you guys should be able to see. If you go to my About page on my channel, it should tell you. But anyway, what's really mind-blowing to me, and again, entirely thanks to you guys, so thank you again for this, is about 5 months ago, near the end of February, I was not quite at 2 million views of the channel's lifetime over all my videos of all time. It was a little bit below 2 million. I was about to hit 2 million at the end of February, so probably sometime in March I did. But in that time period, from March until right now, which is 4 to 5 months, it has more than doubled. We are now almost at 4.5 million views total, which is just, I mean, views are not everything. I mean, it's kind of a metric, you know, to see how well the channel's doing, just in a general sense. But what really gets me is from the time I started actually producing videos like consistently, which was the Hydra Dilemma, if you remember that. It was a long time ago, several years ago. From that point until just this last February, 5 months ago, the channel hadn't even accrued 2 million views. And in 5 months from that point until now, it has already done more than that again. Almost 2.5 million additional views since then. And it's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. You know, of course, to these bigger channels, it's no comparison, but for our community, and that's really all that matters, is, I mean, you can't compare yourself to other people, you know, in any sense, really. And for our community, this is just huge. You guys are absolutely amazing, and it's just, it's really mind-blowing to me. So I did want to just throw that out there. And then now for some pretty exciting news. So one of the first milestones on my Patreon, you know, there's the milestones at like X amount, you know, total pledge per month, you know, it unlocks this and this, if you know how Patreon works. The first one, I believe, was a website, and we reached that a long time ago, blasted past that. And I don't want you to think that I'm just like abandoning that and just completely forgetting it. Actually, before we even hit that goal, I started having work done on a website, and it's just been kind of slow. The person working on it is actually one of my patrons, and he's being extremely generous and doing it pretty much free of charge, which is absolutely amazing again. But, you know, he's been busy, of course, and, you know, that obviously definitely takes priority over a website you're doing for free. So that, you know, it's been kind of slow going, but it's pretty much done. This just this weekend, previous weekend, all the main things were finished. Now we're just working out a couple bugs and final tweaks. So within the next week or two, I will be launching a website, and it's going to have it's going to be expanded upon as we go. You know, this is the initial stage essentially, but even with the initial stage, it will have, you know, have my upload schedule, my stream schedule. It'll actually it has a direct embedded thing for my stream, and there's also a thing that like says if I'm live, so you could just go to my website and see if I'm actually streaming or not. It will have my most recent upload at some point. That may not be in the first iteration of the launch, because that's a little bit harder to do, my latest upload. But the very exciting part is it has a blueprint page where I will be putting up all my blueprints for everything that I want to share from the supporter series, even from Mad Science series like Mojo's Make Everything. Of course, I'll credit him for that, and anyone else that aren't actually my blueprints. But blueprints, you know, that we use in our multiplayer series, and then there's a lot from the supporter series you guys have asked for, like the Switcheroo and the Rail blueprints, which are on Patreon, but, you know, not many people know that. So those are going to be up there, and it's going to be really great. They're going to have like pictures, and there's going to be just a way to directly copy the blueprint string from there, and there's going to be info, so you can grab all my blueprints from there without having to go to some pastebin link or something. And then on top of that, there's going to be a mods page where I will list like the mod packs essentially for each series that you know, I'm currently doing, and, you know, fairly recent ones as well, and just links to the mod portals. You can go grab those directly, because a lot of people ask in the comments and such, and other info there as well. I'm very excited. I really like how the website's turned out. Very impressive work. So that's super exciting. Another goal that we fairly recently passed was the a Steam guide, my first Steam guide for Factorio, and it's about halfway done. It's coming along. It's a bit slow going just because I am very limited on time still, and you know, I try to squeeze in a little work with it here and there where I can, but it is about halfway done, actually probably a little more than that, and once that's out, that's a big thing, so I am working on that. And then on top of that, there's another surprise, which is actually not linked to any Patreon goal or anything, but there's another surprise, which I'm not quite sure. That may be a little bit out, maybe a month or two out. I would be on the safe side and say 2 months, kind of like the soon TM of Factorio. Sooner than that, though. It will be probably within the next 2 months or so. Something I am super excited about. I think you guys are going to really like. I'm working with somebody on that. So just kind of a general update for you all, what's happening with the videos, you know, what's planned for the future, the other goals, the website, the Steam guide, the other surprise, and you know, again, just general thank yous. I really couldn't ask for a better community. When I started this channel, I wanted to create a community. You know, I have it right on my banner. You know, it's kind of my vision statement, if you will, and it's happened to a degree that I never even really anticipated. You know, I thought, you know, I want to create a community, you know, it'll be cool. Maybe there'll be some nice people there and we can kind of chat once in a while. You know, maybe a couple hundred people watch, and it's just gone so much far past that. I mean, the people I've met, not personally, physically yet, you know, in person, but the people I've met and I've been able to, you know, do series with and interact with and chat with on Discord and talking with all you guys in the comments, it really is an absolutely awesome experience, and I could not ask for anything better. So again, guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope you continue to enjoy the content, continue watching. I will keep producing it as long as I possibly can because I absolutely love doing it. And that'll do it for this one. Any thoughts or anything you have, do leave down in the comments. I will pay special attention to things said down there in this video. And yeah, until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care, guys.